Hello everybody, my name is Cool Blue and I'm bringing you guys View Replay Cast number 11. And I'm in double digits. I hit the double ones. The next big milestone would definitely be 25 and then 50 and then 111 or 100 and then 111 because it'll be 1111 or wait, 111. That's 3 ones. So, looking forward to all that. Hopefully I'll get there soon, and by soon I mean eventually, and by eventually I mean soon. What is up with this text field? I don't understand. So nobody can thumbs up or thumbs down this? I don't. Okay, that was up. Alright, I just gave you a free like. Sweet. So this is a viewer replay cast. As always with these viewer replay casts, I will not tell you who sent this video in until the very last, or till the end. So that way it won't be any spoilers for you guys. You guys don't know how long it lasts, but I do. But just because I know how long it lasts doesn't mean I'll be able to call everything. That was a very loud whistle. Anyway, let me make sure my free camera. Free camera is up, and we got everybody loaded. We're in a random draft. Oh my gosh, I love random drafts. If only me as a spectator, if only I could see the pool that we're picking from. That way I can say, oh yeah, this guy and that guy is this and this guy is that. But no, I can't. So Kunka's the first pickup by the Radiant side. By the Radiant side, this pool must not be all that expansive, to be honest. If Kunka's the first pickup, we got a Juggernaut Coddle. Okay, this pool is actually quite expensive. Nobody really want to coddle inside of the Radiant, apparently. So we got Juggernaut Coddle inside of Dire. We got a Kunkka coming up for the Radiant as our first pick. Who will be the next 2 picks? I don't know, because I don't know who's in the pool. If I didn't know, I can make some good, probably make some pretty decent predictions. But seeing a Juggernaut so early, that kind of tells me maybe that's a lot. I don't know. Maybe these guys want to go for a push strat. Juggernaut and Coddle are extremely good at pushing, as far as. So they're probably they could be going for a push strat. They could be able to track in the pool. I don't know. It's only I think 24 or 22 heroes. Anyway, as far as how the Dire side is matching up just right now, it's kind of a weird matchup so far because you got Kunkka who's probably going to be playing a carry-esque role, and also you got Mirana who's probably going to be playing a carry-esque role as well. So maybe they'll send a Suicide Lane Mirana and then send Bloodseeker mid, or maybe it'll be a dual mid. I don't know, but Bloodseeker kind of throws everything out of whack as far as what they picked up so far. I was kind of expecting to see Mirana mid. Now we got a Face of Void and Venomancer, so these guys are just picking for themselves and not really. I'm just assuming they're picking for themselves. That they haven't really thought things through as far as how lanes will logically match up. Not just saying the lanes have to match up that way, but the lanes logically will match up where Mirana will be able to get all the free farm, or maybe Face of Void will be able to get all the free farm, or Kunkka will be able to get all the free farm. But at least they got to support us in the Venomancer. But as far as who's going to be going mid, it's going to be kind of confusing because you got a Bloodseeker and a Mirana. Both of them can go mid. I think Mirana would be a better mid than Bloodseeker because Mirana could gank a little bit easier, but Bloodseeker's OP. Maybe he'll be in the jungle. There you go. We'll have a jungle Bloodseeker. Moving on to the Dire side, as far as what they have a Slaughter, Alchemist, Invincible Spirit as their last 3 picks. I kind of like their picks a little bit more. It's a little bit more balanced. Things make a little bit more sense. Juggernaut will probably be in that Suicide Lane.
Prepare for
I'm not too sure. He might be in the Suicide Lane. Alchemist will be definitely in the safe lane. Slaughter, he could be in that Suicide Lane as well. Maybe it's in Suicide Lane, Tri-Lane top with Juggernaut, Coddle, and Alchemist, and send Slaughter at bottom. Wait, oh god, hold on, who's gonna be mid? Coddle mid? We could see Alchemist mid, I don't know. Alright, so I'm all confusioned. I am all confusioned on up. Let me just go ahead and introduce the players and let them figure out for themselves. Starting off with the Radiant side, we have first person, I think that's Russian, I'm not sure. I'm getting a little bit better with my language predictions, but that's probably Russian, that's my guess. Somebody's name in Russian. On that Venomancer we have Madio on that Mirana. We have we have FL Fleblon on that Faceless Void. We have Santa Claus. Yes, that's right, Santa Claus is on that Kunkka because he has 2 Ks in his name. And we have Lambda on that Bloodseeker, and Bloodseeker places up Observer Ward. I do not agree with this. I do not agree with this specific observer ward position because all you can really see is stuff to come around the corner. If he places it right here, he'll be able to see the same exact thing, and he'll also be able to spot for the rune down here. So that observer ward, specifically that observer ward, could be placed a little bit better. But anyway, that's all personal preference. I think it'll be a little bit more efficient there. Anyway, there's a rune top, regen rune top for the Face of Void. As far as the Dire side, introduction on that side goes, Dennis. I have Dennis on that Coddle. We have Poochu on that Slaughter. We have Sir Nandihano on that Invincible Spirit, who will be playing mid, which I did not predict at all. We have a lemon and a lemon on that. Sorry, we have a lemon on that Juggernaut, and we have Vistami on that Alchemist. So as far as how the lane matchups are going, we have Mirana faces Void versus a Juggernaut Alchemist. So this is an extremely weird game so far. But this was a random draft, so that's to be expected, I guess. Let me turn my smooth. God, let me turn it down. I do not want you guys to be feeling bad watching my videos. Hopefully I don't miss anything, but if I do, I'm so sorry. So the speed's way down because that was way too high. Alright, much better, much better. That's much more relaxing. Anyway, we got Vengeful Spirit versus his Venomancer, so battle supports mid. We might be seeing a carry Vengeful Spirit. I don't like seeing carry Vengeful Spirit. Carry Venomancer is kind of good sometimes. Depends. But anyway, moving on to the bottom lane. As far as the bottom lane matchup goes, we have a Bloodseeker Kunkka versus a Slaughter Coddle. Slaughter Coddle will have a whole bunch of fun down this bottom lane because Coddle can just give Slaughter infinite mana. And it would be pretty darn ridiculous because Slaughter can just continuously spam that Slither and Crush. He did go for early point and bash. I don't really agree with that. But, I mean, there's a lot of things I don't really agree with. But if Slaughter would have definitely went for the Slither and Crush, maybe they could have got a kill already. Not too sure. You can't really predict what's gonna what could have happened if this would have happened instead of that. Anyway, Venomancer does have a point that Poison Sting. He also has his Venomous Gale up, so he'll be able to use that to. Whoa! I got a lot of damage coming on Alchemist. Alchemist took a lot of damage. He threw out the Acid Spray to throw everybody off. But it looks like Mirana landed an arrow, I'm assuming, and Faces Flow is able to go in and do a few auto attacks. He is going for early time locks. It all depends on the situation, which one you should go first. I typically, when I'm playing Faces Void, if I ever play Faces Void, which I probably don't play a good Faces Void, I definitely go for maxing backtrack first if I'm trying to farm for the whole entire game, and then worry about maxing time lock later when I have more attack speed. But I'm not playing right now. He is playing, and he's taking a lot of damage from. He has creep aggro. He has an acid spray on top of him, so he's taking a lot of damage. Anyway, as far as this ward goes, this ward hasn't really been in use just yet. But Bloodseeker doesn't really care. He's just here to hang out. He has his poor man shield and his tangos, and he's hanging out with the Kunkka saying, "Yo, bro, what's up?" Meanwhile, Coddle's doing a really good job of not continuously pushing the lane. I totally like that play. Typically when you see a Coddle in the lane, they just continuously push the lane. And never mind. As soon as I say that, he throws out the Illuminate, throws it on top of Kunkka. Kunkka gets stunned up by Slaughter. Kunkka will be able to make it out alive, and Bloodseeker silences his own creep, so he denies it. He's angry at that creep. Why not? Meanwhile, what do we got going on top? We got Juggernaut trying to chase a Potom, and Potom has her arrow up. So if Potom can land an arrow, I think Faces Void is a little low. She can give us out space. No, she doesn't have a salve. I thought she had a salve. She can give her tangos to Faces Void, so Faces Void can heal up because Faces Void wants to stay in its lane. It looks like he's trying to go straight for that ring of health, which I totally agree with. He has 550 gold in his bank account, so he's still saving up for that. But anyway, Coddle's is doing work on this bottom lane. He's just continuously pushing everybody back. They could easily take an early tower, which is actually pretty darn good. Meanwhile, the battle supports mid. I honestly think Venomancer will be winning this fight regardless of what Vengeful Spirit can do. Vengeful Spirit definitely needs her swap before she's going to be able to kill the Venomancer solo. Venomancer can throw a slow on her. He has 3 points in Poison Sting. So he's looking to be a carry-esque Venomancer as well. And let me take a look at the items, because nothing else. Oh guys, Mirana throws out the stun. If a stun misses Faces Void. Faces Void time walks forward, so he can try to get away. Juggernaut takes a few auto attacks from the tower, and he's able to make it out fine. So nobody really going down. Faces Void really needs his ring of health. I'm assuming that's what he's trying to get. It might actually be worth his time to actually just run back home and heal on up, and then come back in. Because if he goes down on top lane, it would be very bad. Meanwhile, Cook is taking a lot of damage down bottom. He will be going. No, he will not. Yes, he will be going down. He goes down to first blood. Goes to the Coddle. Coddle with the last auto attack. Slaughter trying to do what he can to kill the Bloodseeker as well, but Bloodseeker's moving a little bit too far. Bloodseeker does have his thirst up. Slaughter was not low enough for him to actually go for the kill, or for him to get any bonus movement speed or anything from that. Meanwhile, Faces Void time walks away, and Mirana leaps away to make sure she stays alive. And things are okay. Vengeful Spirit finally goes down to the Venomancer mid, like I was saying earlier. I honestly don't think Vengeful Spirit will have all that much fun against this Venomancer, because she can't really do anything until she's able to swap him and put him out of position. As you can see, Venomancer just basically, I'm assuming he just auto attacked her to death, and she went down. His Poison Sting, so let's go. His Poison Sting will do a lot of damage over time, especially versus Vengeful Spirit, because all Vengeful Spirit has is a Circlet and Slippers of Agility. She has 0 regen right now. Okay, there we go. As soon as I say she has 0 regen, she builds a ring of regen. So by the looks of what she has, it looks like she's trying to build herself a magic stick, or sorry, a magic wand, or potentially build herself the mechanism for the team. I don't know. It's a little too early to tell. Or maybe she's just trying to build Tranquil Boots so she can stay alive versus the Venomancer. But even Tranquil Boots won't really be all that useful to her. It'll definitely give her the regen, but she will not be able to take advantage of that burst regen. Anyway, moving on down bottom, we have Kunkka waiting around the corner, trying to see if he can catch anybody off guard. Slaughter's walking around the corner. He might be able to. He might see the Kunkka, and then Kunkka might be going down. Meanwhile, Bloodseeker's hanging out around side. The lane, was the lane pulled? I don't think the lane was pulled. Okay, Kunkka's trying to run away. Kunkka's in a bad spot. There's no mana leak up on Coddle just yet, so Kunkka will be able to walk away fine. And Slaughter doesn't have his Q. Does he have a Q? I hope he has a Q. Nope, Slaughter does not have his Q. His sprint. Slaughter's sprint is so useful. Slaughter's sprint is so good. Please invest in your sprint. Your bash is not... This is my way of looking at it. Basically, any ability that needs like a percentage, like any ability that goes off of your auto attacks that has like a percentage, like for a perfect example, Face's Voice Time Lock. Face's Voice Time Lock. It's a 25% chance at max level, and he attacks at what speed? He attacks at 1.33 attacks per second.
That is ours.
So he's guaranteed a time lock every 5 seconds, essentially every 5 seconds. 5 seconds is a lot of time to run away and get away. And oh, by the way, it's still a chance-based thing, so it's not guaranteed. So it's not really worth your points to put it inside of that, as opposed to if you just go ahead and put a point in, or put more points in backtrack, which is also 25%. You're consistently getting attacked. If you're getting attacked by a lot of things, that's a high chance of you actually dodging something. So all that goes a long way to explain why I do not like seeing a lot of points on bash on Slaughter. It's the same exact concept. Hold on, we got a gauge going on top. We have Alchemist in a little bit of trouble. Mirana does go down. Face's Voice trying to do what he can. If only he had his ulti, he would be good, but he needs to go away. He needs to get out of here. He's gonna hang out around the Acid Spray, try to kill the Juggernaut, but he's not gonna be able to get it. One time like he would have had the kill, but it wasn't enough. But anyway, as far as Slaughter goes, same exact situation. Oh god, Venomancer kills the Vengeful Spirit once again. Venomancer threw out the ulti. He also threw out the Venomous Gale. He's able to get the kill on top of the Vengeful Spirit. He has max points and Poison Sting, so that's hitting for, was it 20 damage per tick for 9 seconds. So that's 180 damage for free every single time. So that's some pretty heavy damage, guys. I don't know if you understand that. But anyway. Especially versus a solo Vengeful Spirit. And Vengeful Spirit only has, she has a Wraith Band. She's trying to build a carry Vengeful Spirit. This is why I don't like seeing a carry Vengeful Spirit, mainly because Vengeful Spirit is not really all that good of a carry. She can't. Her damage right now is only 65 plus 15, and she has a Vengeance Aura. So her damage is 65 plus 15, and Venomancer is 65. Okay, cool. So that same exact damage, but Venomancer has that Poison Sting on top of him, so he's doing more damage to Vengeful Spirit over the course or over time. Meanwhile, Slaughter is hanging out. He's trying to go for a kill on top of Venomancer, but I think he needs his ulti before he's able to do anything as far as that goes. And his bottom lane is actually losing. I'm surprised.
Missing bottom.
The reason why I say it's losing is mainly because Slaughter and Coddle haven't really got many kills. Bloodseeker and Kunkka are relatively close to them as far as the levels go. Yeah, they're pretty much right on top of them as far as levels go. So things are not going their way. Things are not going the way of the Dire, and now Bloodseeker silenced himself, so he can do a little bit extra damage. And he's trying to go in for more, but no, there's nobody here. Meanwhile, we got two people mid. Alchemist will be throwing a stun on top of Venomancer. Venomancer will be going out to Alchemist. Alchemist is trying to run away. Tower's doing a lot of damage, and Vengeful Spirit's waiting around the corner. Meanwhile, down bottom we have, I think Kunkka threw out a torrent, but I don't think it hit anybody. So they're all able to make it out alive. Meanwhile, on top we got Juggernaut hanging out around the corner, or hanging out. His healing war was used recently, so he's not able to have it up. And Mirana was probably just throw out the spear arrow and try to kill the Juggernaut. But Juggernaut can just throw out his Blade Fury. Maxing your Blade Fury as a Juggernaut is actually a really good thing to do because it lowers the cooldown and also increases the damage that it does. So far things are a little strange as far as how everybody's playing their heroes. The carry Vengeful Spirit, I do not agree with that at all. I already told you guys that reason. Maxing your bash on Slaughter, I do not agree with that at all. I already told you that reason. Coddle's playing decent. Coddle has his, more points in Illuminate than he does in Chakra Magic. It all depends on your preference. From what I've seen some Coddles just like put 2 points in Illuminate and then max your Chakra Magic, so that way they can get all their mana back. And I also seen the exact other way, where you max Illuminate and put some max Illuminate first and then max your Chakra Magic last.
Under attack.
So it all depends on your preference. But definitely nothing really too strange going on so far. Face's Void does have his ulti. There's a stun coming up on top of Mirana. Mirana will, oh my gosh, she leaps away just in time. And there's a stun from Alchemist. The AoE is able to catch the Face's Void. Face's Void can't ult. Oh my gosh, Face's Void, you ulted in the wrong direction. Face's Void Face's Void goes down. That was a huge misclick. Face's Void lost his life for no apparent reason. He would have definitely made it out alive. Juggernaut did ulti on top of him, so he's doing a lot of damage. I think he was able to backtrack one of them, but maybe if he had a backtrack max, he would have been able to survive a little bit easier. He did throw ulti in a very, very bad spot, and now we have a. That was that was just a misclick, really. There's not much to say outside of that. As far as I'm concerned, that was quite a big misclick as well. Face of Void went going down as big. He does not have his tread yet. If he was going for Hand of Midas, he is now delayed, officially delayed. And I hear Alchemist stun coming up. Alchemist is about to throw out the stun. Alchemist has a few seconds. He throws the stun on top of Face of Void. The arrow misses completely. And Mirana's going to try to do as much damage as he can. Alchemist pops the ulti. He's going to try to do as much damage as he can to his Face of Void. And no, Face of Void's able to get away. Meanwhile, Bloodseeker smells blood. He's going to try to go for the kill on top of Kato. Kato's run away with the Rapture on top of him, but he's able to make it out alive. And Bloodseeker sees that he made it away. Slaughter did go down to the Venomancer, I think. Yeah, Slaughter did go down to the Venomancer. So big shock there, but Vengeful Spirit really needs to get be more active. She does not have her ulti. Why do you not have your ulti, Vengeful Spirit? I don't understand. Vengeful Spirit's ulti is extremely good. It can help out anybody in a team fight. Basically, you can swap somebody away. You can pull somebody towards you. You can put them in a bad position. You can do a lot with Vengeful Spirit's ulti. So her not having a point in her ulti is a huge mistake. I don't care if you're playing carry Vengeful Spirit or not. Just 1 point. Just 1 point inside of that, and you're good. And also, Wave of Terror. I don't personally play Vengeful Spirit, but I'm pretty sure putting so many points in Wave of Terror is not a really good idea. Maybe put that point in Vengeance Aura if you really want, or take that 1 point that you have in Wave of Terror and put it inside your Nether Swap. Put it inside your ulti, because your ulti is so useful. Please, if you ever play Vengeful Spirit, please at least put 1 point in your ulti. It's like the most useful skill she has next to her stun. She can stun somebody and then swap them, and then they're pretty much dead. So once again, I'm not really agreeing with all the builds so far. Venomancer does not have any. He has tread, so he's still trying to build a carry. He can't tread switch to stay alive. Alchemist coming around the corner. Alchemist will be able to throw the stun. He gets the kill on top of Venomancer. So more gold for Alchemist. And Alchemist has his Ring of Basilius, but it's turned on. Guys, seriously, if you ever build a Ring of Basilius, please turn it off unless you're actually pushing your lane. I don't know how many times I've had to say that, but please turn your Ring of Basilius off. It pushes your lane unnecessarily. And also, when it's turned off, your allies that are still in the AoE, they're still gonna get it. They're still gonna feel that. Anyway, Kunkka's gonna try to go in on top of it. Kato, a very nice boat thrown out, but Kato moves away a little bit too far, and Kunkka's boat misses completely. Now he has a sad cloud around his head. Let me go and take a look at the rest of the items. Phase boots, only phase boots up on Kunkka. So Kunkka's trying to build some other big item. He could potentially be building a Shadow Blade, which actually might be a good choice for him to build. So that way he can walk around and be more mobile and have more killing potential. So that he can build. That way he can build the sustainable items like a Battle Fury or like whatever Kunkka wants to build for Rujin. So that's also another thing to consider. I think almost every single time I play a game, I always complain about regen. If you're trying to rage your kill potential early, like if you're trying to play Kunkka and you want to rage your kill potential, just go ahead and build a Shadow Blade, and then that way you can actually walk in. Hold on, I'll put it outside. Slaughter throws out a beautiful stun to slow down everybody. And oh my gosh, he gets caught in the Rapture. As long as he doesn't activate his Q, he's trying to run towards the tower. Is he going to stand still? He's going to keep running. Venomancer will be able to get the kill. Bloodseeker will be able to get the kill on top of that. Meanwhile, on top we got Engagement coming on. Face of Void does have his time walk, so he was able to go away and get out just fine. And Juggernaut's trying to come in for the ulti. Juggernaut comes in for the ulti. He can throw out the Q if he has to. He will throw out the Q, but he's not fast enough. He has phase boots. No, he does not. Yes, he does have phase boots, but Face of Void was a little bit too far away by that time. So a little bit of misclick caused Juggernaut the kill, but it doesn't matter. Caused Juggernaut the kill. A little bit of misclick caused Juggernaut the kill. Anyway, Venomancer looks like he's built himself a hood.
Top tower is under attack.
I hope he's building himself a hood. He could be building himself a mechanism. I don't know. He has that ring of protection. What that tells me, what that ring of protection tells me, is that he had Tranquil boost for a little bit. He could easily turn that into a Ring of Aquila, so that way he can do more damage since he's building more so a carry style. But definitely good microing of your items. Venomancer, big shout out to you. Sadly, you will not be tagged in this video because I don't think I can type in Russian characters. Anyway, I hear Alchemist stun coming out around the corner. Alchemist doesn't like what he sees. Arrow thrown on by Mirana and misses completely. Alchemist is looking for somebody to throw. He throws on top of the Venomancer. Boat thrown on by Kunkka. It hits on two. Beautiful boat by Kunkka. And the engage is going on. Venomancer is about to go down. Venomancer is not going down. He will throw his ulti before he goes down. He does go down. Alchemist goes down as well. Meanwhile, on the other side, Juggernaut's coming in. Faces Void with a beautiful ulti catching 3. And Mirana's here to back up with support. She can't throw an arrow. She will throw an arrow soon. Come on. There we go. Arrow thrown out. It does hit the Kato. Kato is stunned up, but he's still charging that Illuminate. He is an ulti form, and everybody's able to get out alive. Mechanism up on Kato as well, so Kato can use that if he really needs to. But anyway, beautiful beautiful ulti from Faceless Void. I don't think he actually got a, or maybe he got a kill. Yeah, he didn't actually get it. Yeah, he did get a kill. He got a kill in the Vincel Spear, but yeah, it's beautiful ulti. He caught 3 inside of it, and the rest of his team was outside of the ulti. That's probably the best case scenario for that ulti. He also came from the side, very unexpected, and made it worth his while for him coming there. But yeah, I seriously don't agree with the maxing of bash. Like I can't tell you guys how much I don't agree with this. Just 1 point in bash is really all you need, because when you increase 1 point in bash, you're getting a free 10% bash, and every point afterwards is only give you 5%, which is not a lot. 5% is not a lot, especially when you're attacking so slow. So just go ahead and put 1 point in if you really want to, and then max your sprint. Your sprint is much more useful than your bash. Your sprint gives you a 40% movement speed increase. 40% is a lot of movement speed, especially since it's free. Well, okay, it costs 50 mana, but still, it's relatively free. So anyway, Kunkka saying, look at my ship. And Kunkka is in fact building himself a Vanguard. Well, okay, he's building himself a Vanguard. He has a Ring of Health, so he's trying to make himself more survivable so he can continue farming. I think a Shadow Blade would be more useful. Kato gets hit with the stun from Mirana. They have vision of it. They know what's going on around the high ground, but they will not be able to go on this because they don't like what they see. Meanwhile, as far as the rest of the items go, before we have a big team fight breakout, which will be relatively soon, we have a Vanguard coming up on Faceless Void, and the boat's thrown out by Kunkka. Kunkka throws the boat. It hits it hits Slaughter. Slaughter is caught in a little bit of bad position. He throws out the ulti. He catches the Faceless Void. Faceless Void goes down pretty darn fast, and Slaughter is stunned up by the Mirana. Mirana throws out a Star Call, trying to do enough damage. I heard a Vincel Spear stun. I don't know who it hit on. And there's Venomancer throwing out the Venomous Gale. He catches, I think he catches 1 or 2. Yeah, he catches Alchemist. And that fight, that climax, or sorry, what's the word? I'm looking for a word. That escalated pretty quickly. Not climax. Climax is the wrong word. That escalated pretty darn quickly. Things went in favor of the Dire, of course. Let's go and take a look at the gold graph. If you look at the gold graph, oh my gosh, it was heavily in favor of the Dire, and now it's back in favor of the Dire. But it's basically because of all the weird team fights that the Radiant had. Basically, the people down bottom. Actually, hold on, let me make sure I'm telling you right. Yeah, the people down bottom. You can see the constant track of kills. The people down bottom versus the people down top and bottom. So this was a kill on Alchemist, got on Faceless Void. That was a funny kill. This is a kill Alchemist got on Venomancer. I don't remember that, but oh yeah, he threw out the ult, or he threw out the stun. But anyway, Mirana throws out the stun on top of Slaughter. Slaughter gets hit with that, but it doesn't matter. His tower still goes down. Juggernaut gets the kill. And here's Alchemist throwing a stun. His stun does backfire on top of himself, but he doesn't really care. There's Kunkka's boat. Kunkka boat thrown. It will be hitting the line. That's a really good time to initiate, but they're not going to go on. His team is out of position, and Slaughter throws out the cloud and scares Kunkka away. So all in all, so far things are going relatively standard. Things are not as crazy as they were before. Yasha coming up on Bloodseeker because Bloodseeker wants to do more damage. There we go. There's the Blade of Valkyrie. He also has a band of Elven Skin. As far as Venomancer hasn't really changed items so far yet. And oh guys, Slaughter, that spell didn't hurt me. Try something new. There's Kunkka throwing out a few taunts. Juggernaut has a healing salve. I don't agree with. Oh my gosh, Let me look at the Juggernaut. Juggernaut has 3 healing salves and an ugly mask. No offense to Juggernaut, of course. Just the mask is ugly. Look at it. It has like 7 eyes. But anyway, Juggernaut, you don't need 3 healing salves. Oh my god. Okay, so Juggernaut is up. Definitely invest in Regen, especially since things are going you guys' way. Just build a Battle Fury. Battle Fury is a really good item for Juggernaut because it gives you that HP regen. It also gives you that clarity, or sorry, not the clarity. It gives you that mana regen that you really want. In fact, if we take a look at the gold that you spent on what you have specifically right now, that's 450 gold. That's almost halfway to both of those items. You could have gotten all those items and then you would have been good. So Juggernaut wasting his gold a little bit. Oh my god, Alchemist stuns himself, Mirana falls up with stun. Venomancer's ulti is up so they can start the team fight. If the team fight does start up, Faceless Void wants to go in. He has his ulti as well, but I think Venomancer needs to go in first. There's a leap from Mirana. Mirana's trying to get out. There's the ulti from Juggernaut, and Venomancer needs to activate his ulti, but no, he doesn't activate his ulti. I don't think he had mana. Juggernaut's coming around the corner. There's a beautiful ulti coming from Faceless Void. Faceless Void needs to run inside of it a little bit more so he can get away from Juggernaut. Juggernaut's just gonna mill away, get the kill, and there's a mechanism pop by the Coddle. Everybody's staying alive, and now Bloodseeker's trying to run away while he can. Bloodseeker, run, go home, Bloodseeker, you're drunk. And here's Slaughter trying to get around everybody, but no, he can't get around fast enough. I think his sprint gives him passive. Never mind. I thought his sprint gave him a passive chance of walking through people. But anyway, I guess it doesn't. It doesn't say in the description, so it must not be true. Anyway, Juggernaut spending way too much on healing salve and clarities. Like I said, that's 450 gold. That's 450 gold that could have went towards something else. And I'm just going to assume that he had a lot more regen on top of that. Let me take a look at the carry. So, Juggernaut spending a fortune on that. And it actually makes it worse that it's Juggernaut doing it, because Juggernaut has that healing ward. Juggernaut can heal himself if he really needs to. If he gets low in a team fight, he just drop that down and heal himself. But I would have much preferred to see him, of course, I would much prefer to see him build a battle fairy instead of wasting all his gold on those healing cells and clarities. We're 20 minutes into the game and you still have three healing potions and 3 clarities. Even if that's all you started out with, that means that means 2 things. One, you overbought on regen, so that's bad to begin with. And 2, it also means something. Oh god, Slaughter is coming around the corner. Slaughter, what are you doing? Go home, Slaughter. You're drunk. Slaughter will be dying to the rapture from the Bloodseeker. And he goes down. There's a stun thrown out by Alchemist, but they're not going to be able to engage on this. What was that? Kunkka throw out a torn on top of the higher ground. He throws out the boat. The boat will be hitting on some. It hits the Alchemist, but they will not be engaging on this. There's an arrow thrown by Mirana. It hits on Alchemist. Alchemist will be going down. But no, they're not going to respond. Oh, I got excited for no reason. Oh, that makes you sad. But anyway, Bloodseeker's just going to hang out around the corner and say, yo, what's up, bro? How you doing? And here's Juggernaut coming out. His ulti will be up in 14 seconds. He will be able to use that. Hopefully he uses it when they're alone and when there's no creeps around, because if he uses it right now, he'll be using it a lot on creeps. But Venomancer will. Oh my god, it's beautiful arrow coming from Rana. Beautiful support from her. And these guys are going to be going. So the team fight will be started whether they wanted to or not. Alchemist is going to try to run. He pops his ulti. The mechanism will already pop by Coddle. And there's an ulti from Faceless Void to catch everybody. He's killing a creep instead of killing a hero. Venomancer's still alive. This ulti from Juggernaut, it bounces on a few, and now Faceless Void is trying to run. He time walks away. Venomancer throws out the Gale, but Juggernaut is magic immune, so he's able to, so he didn't feel any of that. There's another arrow thrown by Mirana. Mirana will be going down, and oh god, double kill. Mirana went down to the Coddle wave, and so did Venomancer, so that was a little funny of a play. It's like ding ding.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So Cook is still trying to build himself that Vanguard. Juggernaut still has those sounds and clarities. You need to build a battle fairy. It looks like he's trying to build a battle fairy to begin with, and he has that Claymore. Why? Just get that regen. You don't need the healing sounds. Oh my gosh, it's so. It's such a simple thing. Just build some HP regen, build some mana regen, and you'll be good. Wait, whoa, there we go. Bloodseeker does go down to the wave of terror, lol. And now Venture Spirit's trying to run for her life. Kunkka might be able. No, Kunkka will not engage on top of her. He could have potentially got the kill fast enough, and gold goes down to both sides. Or sorry, gold goes down to everybody. But anyway, as far as the rest of the items go, Mirana's trying to build herself what looks to be an Orchids. Orchids, okay, I've seen it a few times. Decent choice. I'm not gonna complain too much on that. Now she does have some good regen. She actually did build regen. I'm trying to make sure everybody built regen. Kunkka has HP regen, mana regen, HP. Cool. Everybody's getting regen. Venomancer, what are you building is a big question. I have seen you with the same exact items for the longest. Maybe he's just poor. I don't know. Bloodseeker is building himself a Sanjin Yasha as opposed to building himself a. Okay, he just left his boots. Oh, never mind. He's building himself a Sanjin Yasha as opposed to building himself a Mantis. I think either one would be good. It doesn't matter. He has a Yasha, so that's really the big part that you need. So the Sanj will help him stay alive as well. It'll give him some much needed strength stats. As far as Faceless Void goes, Faceless Void looks like he's trying to build himself a whoa. I heard an arrow. Mirana arrow gets thrown out. It does barely miss everything. So no stun coming on everybody, and Faceless Void taking a lot of damage from that wave by Coddle. His ulti is up, so he can't go in. He probably wishes he had a Mask of Madness right now. And now Alchemist, not Alchemist, Slaughter's in a lot of trouble. He is caught up with the slow, and we got a fight happening on both sides. We got Bloodseeker silence himself. Okay, there's ulti coming from Faceless Void. Ulti from Faceless Void is able to catch on top of the Venomancer, or on top of the Slark. Has killed the Slark, and there's a stun thrown on top of Faceless Void. Faceless Void will be. Oh god, maybe he will not. Now his team comes back in just in time. Alchemist taking a lot of damage from everybody, and this ulti from Venomancer. It does not catch the Alchemist, but if it did, he would have definitely been dead. And here's Venomancer trying to do all the damage. Coddle pops the mechanism, and Vincent Spears coming around the backside. Meanwhile, the Venomancer does go down to the stun from Alchemist, and this ulti from Mirana, extremely late ulti. She could have used that earlier to save her teammates, but she did not. She decided not to.
Tower is under attack.
Juggernaut finds himself an Invis rune. He will be going for his kill on top. Hopefully he doesn't use his phase boot, so he will break his invisibility, but I'm pretty sure he knows better. Kunkka is up here hanging out, and Juggernaut is going to try to go for the kill. Juggernaut will definitely be able to get this kill just as long as there's not many creeps around. Hopefully he's patient with his ulti. He doesn't just use it as soon as he gets there, because if he does, it'll be bouncing off all over creeps, and it will not be worthwhile.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
He's trying to wait for the creep wave to die, and the only thing about it, the creep wave will not really be dying, so he's going to go ahead and stalk his prey. He has support coming in from Slaughter around the corner. The question is, what? Okay, Slaughter throws out the cloud, and Kuka walks in the wrong direction. He goes down to the Juggernaut. Very well played. Very nice patience on the side of Juggernaut. Just please build some regen, please. Anyway, what was I saying? Vincent Spirit. Vincent Spirit is going straight for a butterfly. I'm assuming she's going straight for a butterfly. I've seen this so many times. Whenever somebody's trying to play carry Vincent Spirit, and whenever somebody's trying to play carry Vincent Spirit, they go straight for a butterfly. I don't agree with that at all. Of course, there's a lot of things I don't agree with, of course, yes, but going straight for a butterfly as a Vincent Spirit, that's actually, I would say, pretty bad. Mainly because of two things. One, the first thing is that a butterfly. That Vincent Spirit is not really all that good of a carry to begin with. Her agility gain. What's her agility gain? Her agility gain is 2.8. I've seen better. I've seen more impressive. Actually, hold on. Let me compare that to something before I go off saying this is bad and that's bad. Let's see, Alchemist's agility gain is actually pretty bad too. Oh guys, Alchemist gets called with the arrow. Speaking of the devil, he will be going down to the star call from Mirana, and Mirana gets stunned up by the Vincent Spirit. Vincent Spirit will be going down as well. There's an ulti from Face of Void, and Vincent Spirit walks right into it. She gladly walked into it. Kalo throws out the wave. The wave hits on everybody, but it's not enough to kill anybody. Mirana actually almost went down. I think she got hit by the wave as well. But anyway, okay, so Vincent Spirit gets 2.8. Alright, cool. Okay, 2.8 is not that bad. So far, 2.8 is not that bad. Bloodseeker gets 3. It's like 0.2 more, right? So that definitely proves my point. So just that one small instance has proven to me that Vincent Spirit is a bad carry. Yes. Nah, that's not true. Anyway, Vincent Spirit can play the carry role. The basic point I'm trying to get across is that Vincent Spirit dies pretty easily. If she plays okay. Any carry will die pretty easily, but Vincent Spirit needs a lot of farm in order for her to do all the damage that she needs to. Her swap, or the reason why she'll die pretty easy is because of her swap and her stun. Basically, in my personal opinion, her nether swap is basically used for initiating a fight or pulling somebody out of position. And what that means is usually if she pulls somebody out of position, that usually means that she's probably going to get focused next. So if she's playing the carry in her team and she swaps somebody to try to get the kill real quick, she'll pretty much be getting focused. Of course, if she does it right, she'll be able to... Hold on. Of course, if she does it right, she'll be able to do all of the above and then still kill them. Yeah, true. I agree with that. But still, going straight for that butterfly, that's a big gold investment. She can build other items for her team. Like, I don't think anybody... Okay, Kano has a mechanism. But nobody has a pipe. I think a pipe would be more useful. Wait, Alchemist stuns himself. Kuka throws out the torrent. Mirana throws out the arrow. Almost able to chain those stuns on top of Alchemist. And now Mirana's in a bad spot. She does have leap. She should ulti. If she ultis, this will be a really good fight for her. No, she decides not to. The fight's breaking out on the backside. 2 people get stunned up by the Alchemist, and also another follow-up stun from the Vincent Spirit. A lot of damage being done to the Vincent Spirit. Vincent Spirit does go down. Somebody gets turned into a piggy. Sheep stick up on Coddle, and Mirana does go down. There's an ulti coming from Venomancer, very late ulti, and he's trying to run away. He can't turn around, throw the Gale, and then get the kill on top of Alchemist. There's an ulti coming from Face of Void. Venomancer needs to throw that Gale. The Gale is thrown, and now a lot of damage is being done to Alchemist. Alchemist does go down to Face of Void. Face of Void, more farm. He has that Mask and Madness, so he's doing a lot of damage, but he's also clouded up by the Slaughter, so he's taking even more damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And that fight definitely went bad. I mean, it was kind of a wash on both sides, but still, I think to be honest, it went bad in favor of the it went bad more so for the Dire than the Radiant, or more so for the Radiant than the Dire. I honestly think if Mirana would have ultied in, or if Mirana would have ultied when she got caught out a little bit, then that would have been a much better fight because her entire team could reposition her entire team could reposition to get better positioning and catch everybody else off guard. All that said, this top tower is getting pushed. Somebody does need responses. We do have Bloodseeker coming out to farm. Bloodseeker's trying to build himself that Sanjinyasha. He will have it soon. He has 575 or 75 gold right now. So he needs 600 for it, and he has it right now. He'll probably buy it soon and send it to himself. Okay, he has it. He's standing still. Wait, did they raise the price on that? Nope, it's only 600 gold. So he has it right now. He just has to go buy it. If he bought it now, he can send it to himself. Meanwhile, Face of Void is farming in the jungle. Face of Void is doing what he's supposed to do. Get as much farm as he can. It's slowly approaching that 40-minute mark to where he'll become unstoppable. He has that Mask of Madness, which is a big item for him to have. He also has that Ring of Health, which has been given the region this whole entire time. So guys, take it. I will use Face of Void as a perfect example. This is why I say if you're going to be building a Battle Fury anyway, just go ahead and build that Ring of Health and then build all the other items. Because Face of Void has a Ring of Health, because Faceless Void has that Ring of Health, one, he's able to continue with his item progression like he normally would, and two, he has that sustain, so whenever he's moving in between creep camps from one creep camp to the other, his HP is getting regen. His HP, he's getting a lot of more HP than he would have had if he would not have had that 5 regen. But anyway, Mirana did ulti her, but the team did not necessarily position themselves in a favorable direction. So the team fight will be breaking out mid with the Mirana ulti on cooldown. Who's around the corner? Nobody's around the corner. Somebody's around the backside. Mirana's on the backside. She did throw on the arrow. Arrow did hit on top of Vengeful Spirit. And now Mirana's in a lot of trouble. She needs to leap out. She does leap out. Juggernaut was trying to hit the ulti on top of her, but he does not hit it fast enough. Kuka throws out the boat. Boat goes mid, but hits nobody, so it's a fail boat. And everybody's been able to make it out alive. No damage being done to anybody, really. It's actually pretty funny. But Venomancer definitely needs to build something. He only had... I hope he's not trying to go for Butterfly as well. At least he has regen, I'll say that much. At least he has regen, but a Tornado Stick is much more useful in Venomancer. 4 staff maybe. Even if you're playing carry Venomancer, 4 staff, Tornado Stick, those are so helpful where you're trying to run away. It also helps out with your mana pool. But anyway, Faceless Void goes around the corner. He's going to continue farming. And now we got a Gazer coming out in bottom lane. We got Slaughter throwing out the cloud on top of Bloodseeker. So Bloodseeker will be scouting out for Slaughter. Bloodseeker needs to go ahead and buy that Sanjiyasu. He has the gold for it. He has the Ogre Club and the Belt of Strength. And the Curry has nothing on. The arrow gets thrown. The arrow hits on top of the Alchemist. Alchemist will be following up stun with himself. And there's a... Oh no, he throws out stun just in time. He's able to get the kill on top of Mirana. Ulti from Juggernaut hitting everybody. There's the ulti from Bloodseeker on top of Slaughter. Slaughter goes down. Okay, Slaughter will not go now. Okay, there we go. Slaughter goes down. And Juggernaut is trying to do all the damage that he can. Juggernaut is pretty much useless at this point. Vengeful Spirit trying to run away with her life intact. Kato activates the mechanism so he can keep everybody alive. And Vengeful Spirit will be down to the tower. No, she does to the Kuka. And here's the stun thrown out by Alchemist. It hits on himself. So he's able to hit both of them, Bloodseeker and Alchemist, but they're both stunned for the same direction. Now Bloodseeker needs to get out. Bloodseeker needs to go home. Go home, Bloodseeker, you're drunk. And he gets stunned up because of the stun. He gets turned into a piggy. And Alchemist will be stunning himself once again. Yep, and that obviously hurt. So basically Bloodseeker got a little bit greedy. Nobody was really 50% HP, so he couldn't really see anybody. He was just going around trying to see if he can go over and get a kill. That was a very heavy-handedness by him, very greedy by him. But anyway, as far as the rest of the items go, Mirana almost has her Orchis. Orchis are really nice items for Mirana to have. Basically, she can throw out the arrow, jump or leap in towards you, do a lot of damage, and then silence you, and then do a lot of more damage. And that way, you have no way to get away. By the looks of it, Cook is trying to build himself a Battle Fury, so he'll have that passive 35% cleave plus that was it 50% cleave? I believe it's a 50%. It's a 50% cleave, I believe. 50% cleave, I believe. I don't know. It doesn't say the percentage. It just does extra 60% damage, or extra 60 damage. I hope it's not 100%. If it's 100%, that's crazy. Hold on. Kunka's legendary sword grants increased damage and cleave in a large area of effect in front of him for a single strike. But anyway, we got Illuminate games going on. Maybe we got Kuka taking a lot of damage from that Illuminate. He throws out the boat. Boat will not be hitting on anybody. Everybody splits just in time. And yes, that was in fact a fail boat. Arrows thrown out by Mirana. I don't think it hit anybody, or even came close to anybody. But anyway, in situations like that where the Dire are about to walk up the high ground, especially considering the position that the Radiant was in, all Mirana had to really do was his ulti, and they can walk forward and get inside the river, and then hang out there for a few seconds, and then Kuka could be on the backside, throw out the boat. Faceless Void can throw out his ulti. They can do all kind of things, but they have to use that Mirana ulti to initiate, not just run away. Anyway, Bloodseeker finally has himself that Sanjiyasu, so that's his biggest item so far. And if we take a look at the gold graph is in favor of the Dire. It's mainly because the Dire are actually farming. If we take a look at the last hits and denies, we'll see that is the case. Kato has 127, and the next highest one is Faceless Void with 87. Okay, that's not really the case. They just have more gold. They have more kills. I guess it's coming from kills. Take a look at the hero levels. The hero levels are showing that Faceless Void, Venomancer, and Juggernaut are at the top of that list. Everybody has level 2 of their ulti, which is really good for them. For everybody, so these fights will be breaking out a little bit in more of a awesome fashion. And Venomancer just bought himself a Shadow Blade, so he's bought himself straight up Shadow Blade. He's looking to survive. He's looking to be that carry, and I'm getting some lag. Oh my god! Whoa, that was terrible. Okay, Slaughter Scout now trying to see who he can find. His invisibility room will be run out soon, and here's the rest of his team coming around the corner. And Slaughter can stay forward, honestly, and just stand right beside him and stun him. But no, Alchemist will try to throw a stun thrown out just in time. It will be hitting the Faceless Void as well. 2 for 1. And there's a Shadow Blade up on Venomancer, but it doesn't matter. He has a cloud over top him, so he can't really be all that sneaky. hopefully he does know this and he's trying to run away. He's trying to get away with his life intact.
Vanish.
Meanwhile, Mirana throws on the ulti on top of everybody so they can go ahead and initiate the fight. Venomancer is kind of giving away the position completely. They can totally see him. They know where he's at, but they don't care. They're going to go in for the kill anyway. Faces Void, throws out the ulti. He's catching a lot of people on top of that. And, oh gosh, where's the... Was he stunned? I think he was stunned. And there's Kuka's boat. Kuka boat being thrown. He catches on top of Bloodseeker, so Bloodseeker's not taking as much damage as he would. He will be taking some damage soon. He can't throw his ulti on top of somebody, but no, he's not able to move fast enough. And Kuka's trying to do all he can. One more attack on top of the Vincent Spirit. She would have been dead. She literally had 10 HP. That was ridiculous. But anyway, another thing about Kuka's boat, that a lot of people don't really pay attention to, is that when Kuka does throw his boat, it doesn't really have to hit on anybody to be useful, just as long as his allies are in the path of the boat. When his allies are in the path of the boat and the boat passes through them, they get a buff on them called Kuka's Rum. And what Kuka's Rum does is it basically means that you take 50% less incoming damage. So you feel 50% less incoming damage, and then after I think the buff lasts for like 8 seconds or something like that. After the duration is up, all that damage that you didn't feel, you'll feel all at once at the end, but you cannot die from it. So what that basically means is if you're about to start a big team fight and everybody's in one spot and you're all charging in, even if it's a fail boat, it's still a really good choice to just go ahead and use it, because everybody gets that buff. So the fight's breaking out, everybody's taking 50% less damage, everybody's surviving a little bit more, and then at the end, those great escapes can happen. That person who has like 20 HP instantly feels that all that damage that he took in that big team fight, and he only have 1 HP left, but it doesn't matter. Team fight's over, he got away scotch-free, and boom, the fight's over. You guys won because of that buff. So definitely understanding the intricacies of all the abilities is definitely a hard thing to do, yes, but it can be helpful. It can help you out. Kuka finally does have that perseverance. He's trying to build that battle fury, like I kept saying a lot of times before. And this top tower is being sieged by the Dire. So as far as the rest of the items go, Orchid's almost up on Mirana. She's taking forever building that thing. Blade of Valkyrie up on Juggernaut. Juggernaut looked like he's trying to build that Mantis style. I heard an arrow thrown out by Mirana. I don't think it hit anybody. Arrow thrown out by Mirana. It does hit the Alchemist, and there's a Rapture thrown on top of the Juggernaut. It's actually pretty funny because Juggernaut can just do that and run away. Meanwhile, a lot of damage being done on top of Faces Boy. Faces Boy gets tornadoed up, and he's okay. Anyway, I was saying he almost survives, but no, he still goes down. His ulti was used. Bloodseeker a little too early on that ulti. I think if he used it a little bit later, they might have been able to get the kill. Meanwhile, Mirana does get a cloud on top of her, so they know where she's at. They can do a lot of damage. A lot of damage getting done to everybody. Just build a cloak and call it a day, guys. Kuka throws out the boat. He gets his Kuka's Rum. As you see, here's the Kuka's Rum. Incoming damage. You'll feel incoming damage when it wears off. He's taking a lot of damage, and you'll feel it. There you go. He felt it at the end, and he does go down. He does, in fact, go down. Meanwhile, Bloodseeker's trying to go toe-to-toe with the Juggernaut. He's able to get the kill. Very nice on him. So because he got that kill, he got a lot of HP back, and now he's going to run away.
Radiant's middle tower is under
So
attack.
quite honestly, I don't think it's really anything the Radiant can do. Things have not been going in their favor at all. Juggernaut's trying to build himself an Aghanim Scepter. So I did call that wrong. He still has healing salves. Why do you have healing salves if you have a battle free? He does have battle free, so he finally has some regen. But he still has 2 healing salves. Maybe he didn't use them. I don't know. But when Slaughter looks like he's trying to build himself that Mask of Madness so he can perma bash somebody. Now see,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
if you're playing Slaughter and you max your bash first, go for that Mask of Madness, please, because Mask of Madness plus bash equals perma bash, and then it will make more sense to me why you max that bash. But because he maxed that bash first, he didn't really use it. I mean, okay, maybe he got a bash every once in a while. Doesn't really matter. Vincent Spirit is taking a lot of damage. He will be trying to run away soon. Tower's doing a lot of damage. Rapture did run out. But Bloodseeker smells blood. He sees where she's at. He can go for the kill if he really wants to. He silences himself. The arrow's thrown out by Mirana. Arrow just barely misses. And there's Faces Void about to throw out the ulti. No, his ulti will be in a few seconds. Kuka throws out the boat. Faces Void does not have the ulti. Faces Void does not have to ulti, but he can. Yeah, actually, no, he will. If he wants more kills, he will be throwing out the ulti here. There's the ulti thrown out. Beautiful ulti by him. He's going to go for the kill on top of the Vincent Spirit. His Mask of Madness is on cooldown, so he'll not be able to use that. A lot of damage being done by the Coddle Wave, and then the Alchemist will be going down as well. He gets X marks the spot on top of. He probably will just let the stun go off on himself, and he will be able to know he threw out the stun instead. And there's a Faces Void going down to the Coddle with the beautiful wave. A lot of damage being done as far as that goes. Shadow Blade up on Venomancer, able to keep him alive, able to help him be in and out of the team fight. But as far as everybody else goes, as far as the rest of the items goes, this Basher up on Alchemist also has lads, and like I said, Vincent Spirit was building that butterfly. Like I said, I've seen it so many times. They will build that quarterstaff first and then build that eagle song. Just don't build carry Vincent Spirit. Carry Vincent Spirit has not really been doing anything. As you can see, every single team fight that has been broken out, Vincent Spirit, all she's really been able to do is throw the stun and maybe swap. And honestly, I think I have yet to see her use swap. So all she's really able to do is just throw the stun and throw a swap. That's mainly because, one, she doesn't really have all that much engagement opportunity, and two, the rest of her teammates are kind of the ones who, she doesn't really have all that much of engagement abilities. All she can do is stun you, and the stun only lasts for like 1.5 seconds or something like that, 1.75 seconds, which is not all that long. But still, if she throws out the stun, and then the rest of her team goes in and does a lot of damage, and then if the person's running away, she just swaps them away, and then she can keep her away, then she's done her job. That's all she needs to do. Vengeful Spirit does not have to do damage in order for her to be useful on her team. That's what Juggernaut's for. That is what Alchemist is for. That is what Coddle's for. She is not the damage dealer. So her building a butterfly is a complete waste of gold in my personal opinion. Because that 3,300 gold could have went towards something else. That could have went towards a pipe. That could have went towards observer wards, which there are none of on the entire map. That could have went towards something that helped the team out. I don't know, a AC if she really wanted to do damage or help people do damage or help out the team. She could build an AC. Now that may sound weird, but Vincent Spirit with an AC is actually useful because that means one, that frees up a slot on top of slot art. That also frees up an inventory slot on Juggernaut. It frees up an inventory slot on Alchemist. So that means they don't have to build it. Vincent Spirit will have it. Just as long as she's alive, she will have it. And also another thing on top of that. Another thing on top of that is that if she does build an AC for her team, then she'll be a little bit more survivable than before. She'll have, how much armor does AC give you? AC gives you a lot of armor. AC gives you 10 armor plus 5, 15 armor. Okay, not a whole lot, but still, that's 15 more armor than she would have before. So that eagle song is definitely a waste of gold. It's only 25 agility. She can definitely build a Manta style and get the same amount of agility. But anyway, Mirana throws out the ulti. Mirana's trying to get away. Alchemist will be stunning himself. He's going to see if he can try to find a Mirana. The rest of her team are following right here. This is what I'm talking about. Mirana needs to throw out the ulti so that way her team can get the positioning. Like Venomance is coming around the corner. If Venomance was a little bit more patient, he would be able to do more. Anyway, Mirana leaped away. Here's Blessing coming around the corner. He throws out the ulti on top of Vincent Spirit. He smells blood now. He's moving fast. He's going to throw a silence on top of himself so he can do a little bit more damage. Alchemist has the stun ready. And there's an arrow thrown by Mirana. Mirana's arrow will be hitting Alchemist. Beautiful arrow by her. Faceless Void jumps in. Faceless Void throws out the ulti, but it's not enough. It doesn't catch two. And now Kado's just hanging out on the backside trying to see if he can get a kill. Slaughter does go down to the boat from Kuka. A lot of damage being done back and forth. Alchemist has another stun coming up. If he catches the Faceless Void will be going down. Juggernaut throws out the ulti. I think he has an Aghanim Scepter. He does have an Aghanim Scepter, so he's hitting for a lot. And whoa, where's Mirana? I saw Mirana arrow, but I did not see Mirana. Anyway, we have everybody chasing Kunkka. Kunkka might be going down. Kunkka can't throw X marks the spot and keep Juggernaut from chasing him anymore. There's X marks the spot, like I said, and he can't run away. Faceless Void's in his way. There we go. He's able to get away. And meanwhile, Mirana is going to derp on up and walk out. She throws the arrow. But the arrow misses completely. Doesn't matter. She has leap. She can just go away. Juggernaut really wants that kill. He cannot get it fast enough. Or he cannot get out there fast enough. And now the top tower is under attack. The top tower is taking a lot of damage. Somebody needs to respond to this. But as far as how everything's broke out, it definitely went in favor of the Radiant, despite the fact that they got pushed back. They were able to get 2 kills for the price of 1. Really good for them. Like I stated earlier, if Mirana just ultis and let her team get into a better position, then her team will pretty much win every single team fight. Okay, maybe not every single, but her team will pretty much win a lot of the team fights. As far as team fight potential goes, I think I talked about it a few times last time. As far as team fight potential goes, you have the Faceless Void. Okay, he's not really... Faceless Void can kind of mess it up, but let's just assume Faceless Void is playing the perfect Faceless Void. The team fight potential, you have Faceless Void ulti, you have Venomancer ulti plus Venomancer Gale. You also have Venomancer wards, but he's not putting a point in wards. He doesn't care about wards. You have Mirana Star Call, or Starstorm, sorry. You also have Mirana ulti, which is definitely useful in big team fights. You also have Kunkka's boat, and you have Kunkka's torrent. So pretty much the Radiant have really good team fight potential versus the Dire. Actually, no. That is actually relative. But anyway, Faceless Void's in a little bit of trouble. He has his stack camp over here. He does get stunned. He does get turned into a picky. He will be getting picked off. All he can really do is just try to... Oh, guys, he walked in the wrong direction. He did have his ulti up. He could have used his ulti to keep himself alive, but he got a little bit greedy. He did get caught out. He does not have a battle fury. He was trying to farm it up. I think he would have had the gold if he would have got all those ancients, but sadly, he does die in the process of trying to farm that ancient camp. A tad bit greedy on his part. But anyway, as far as the recipe and team fight potential, almost all. Oh no, okay, you have Juggernaut with his Q. Okay, here's Mirana. Mirana throws the ulti at the perfect time. She's able to She's able to let her team get a better positioning. Oh, Kato will be throwing out the wave. I think it'll be hitting on a few people. Kuka's out. Kuka throws the boat. Boat will be hitting on somebody. Boat will be hitting on Slaughter only. The arrow was thrown out by Marana as well. She threw a star call. A star storm on top of somebody. It hit Slaughter. And everybody's running out. The fight's breaking out. A lot of damage being done to Venomance. So much damage. You can't. Okay, never mind. Juggernaut ulti. So Juggernaut threw the ulti on top of 2, and it was doing a lot of damage. It does have, what is that, 12 jumps? I think it's 12 jumps. Yeah, 12 jumps from the Scepter. And Marana trying to throw a little bit of damage. She has an Orcus, but she has yet to use it. Just use the Orcus on top of Alchemist. You will be able to get killed. No, it doesn't matter. She goes down to the Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit thought it's done. So like I was saying before, Vengeful Spirit not really all that useful as a carry, but as far as Alchemist goes, as far as Juggernaut goes, they're much more useful as carries. Vengeful Spirit could have definitely saved herself 3,300 gold. I mean, but like to be honest, at this point in the game, especially considering the amount of farm that Slaughter had, especially considering the amount of farm that everybody on the Dire has, Vengeful Spirit could have built a Dagon and still won. But anyway, Kato playing that very well. Kato throws out a Pinky on top of Face's Blow. So Face's Blow won't be doing any damage. Now Slaughter's going to turn around and do a lot of damage. Crap, this is a lot of damage he's doing. And he also has some life still. He doesn't have a Mask of Magic, but he's going to go ahead and take out the tower like a boss. And he will be going down to the tower because he's going to stand still and just take some tower shots. And boom, he goes. There he goes. Godlike on top of the Kato. So Kalos is definitely having fun in this game. There's a Rapture thrown on top of Alchemist. Alchemist is going to run away. Alchemist needs to stand still. Stand still. Stop moving. Stop moving. Why are you still moving? Okay, looks like he could have positioned to deny himself, but he will be going out to Blessy here. If Blessy throws out his ulti like that on you, and you have support in the form of Kato and Vengeful Spirit, just stand still. You're two things. One, you're Alchemist, so you'll probably survive anyway. 2, if you really need to, you can just let your stun go off on yourself so you can deny yourself. And 3, Kato and Vengeful Spirit are actually really good at saving your life. Specifically, Vengeful Spirit can swap you, and you'll be safe, but she'll die. Kato can throw out the blinding light, so he'll stay alive because everybody misses auto attacks. So just stand still and chill. Just hang out. You don't have to panic. But anyway, as far as items go, oh yeah, Kato's been playing very well, by the way. Kato's playing pretty well. He's doing a really good job of not getting caught out. Kudos to him. As far as the net worth goes, you can see net worth on Kato. Jeez, he's expensive. So Kato has all the gold on the map. Juggernaut is right there next to him, and there's Alchemist. And Bloodseeker's the only one representing the Dire side in the top 5. Or sorry, the Radiant side in the top 5. So things are going pretty darn bad for the Radiant, if you ask me. The fact that Bloodseeker's at the highest and the Face's Void needs to be up there. Face's Void needs to be higher than what he is right now. Otherwise, he's not really helping his team out at all. But he's desperately trying to build what he can. He has that Mask of Madness. He's trying to finish that Battle Fury. He's at 700 gold right now. So he'll have that up in about 500 gold, I think. But anyway, Roshan going down very slowly to this Juggernaut Cupid the Light combination. And there he goes. He finally goes down. Juggernaut picked up Aegis, so he's happy. He has immortality, and he will be building a. I hope he builds a Manta style. Manta style is fun to see on Juggernaut. Also, Desolate's the other one. Invisible Rune on top of Slaughter. So Slaughter scouting around the corner to let his team know what's going on around here. Kato's going to see if he can take advantage of that. He activates ulti, throws out a few Illuminates. Why not? He can. Kato's doing a lot of damage, by the way. 195 damage. And what's Vengeful Spirit doing? Vengeful Spirit is doing 129 plus 85. So yeah, okay, she's doing more damage than Kato, but not by much. And Kato's much more useful than Vengeful Spirit. As you can see, the items that Kato has a Scythe of Eyes. Kato has a Mechanism. Kato has a Scepter Divinity. Kato has a Force Staff. Kato has a Shiva's Guard. He has a lot of CC for his team. He has a lot of things to help his team out. And the reason why I'm spending such a long time just raging on why, or just spending so much time talking about specifically Vengeful Spirit building a butterfly, building carry style, is because Butterfly and Vengeful Spirit, what is that accomplishing? She has a butterfly, and she's only hitting for like just a little bit over 200. I mean, yeah, cool, she can do a lot of damage, but she's much more useful if she uses her abilities. That's the point I'm trying to get across. If Vengeful Spirit's stun is so good, but if she gets caught out, she's pretty much gonna die anyway. Anyway, Venomance gets caught out. He has a Shadow Blade. He will be able to use it. No, he gets perma bashed by the Slaughter. And that's Venomance to go down. Meanwhile, Bloodseeker's go down to the somebody. No, he does not go down. Bloodseeker almost goes down to the Vengeful Spirit. And also, I also think Vengeful Spirit has a crappy attack animation. I think that's another reason. Anyway, Alchemist's taking a lot of damage from what? Never mind. He's not taking any more damage. He was taking a lot of damage. I don't know what it was from. But anyway, as far as the rest of the items go, Venomancer still has those 2 Ring of Regions. Not too sure what he's gonna be doing with that. He looks like he's building himself a butterfly as well. Guys, please, if okay, Venomancer, I can see Venomancer building a butterfly, and that can be useful, cool, because he has a poison sting. He has a he can actually scale well. That's what Vincent's trying to say. Vincent's Spirit, on the other hand, her stun, I mean, she basically throws her stun, throws out a swap, and she's done her job. She doesn't have to do auto attacks to do her job. She doesn't do anything. She has to make sure she gets those 2 spells off, and she's good. And if she can, stay alive so her team can get that extra damage. That passive aura. But, I mean, I'm extremely baffled as to why Vincent Spirit decided to build carry style. You don't have to build carry style. Even though she went mid, she had free farm, cool. But, or she had mid, so she was responsible for ganking and stuff, but late game, you're not going to be as useful as a carry as opposed to a Juggernaut, or as opposed to Slaughter, or as opposed to Alchemist. Even a Coddle. I think Coddle will be a better carry than Vincent Spirit. Me personally, I think Coddle will be a better carry than Vincent Spirit. If Coddle built carry items, he will be a darn good carry. And that's pretty much all I'll say on that. I know I said that's all I'll say on that last time, but I mean, let's keep going back to it because it keeps proving my point. It keeps proving my point over and over. Anyway, Venomancer's trying to go on a Slaughter. Slaughter did not get hit by the ulti from Venomancer, but there's the Venomancer decent move. Venomancer can't run away. Bloodseeker's coming in from the backside. Meanwhile, on the backside, we got Face the Void catching 2 inside of his ulti. He's going to try to go for the kill on Coddle. Coddle will be popping the Nexus as soon as he can. He gets swapped by the Vincent Spirit. Vincent Spirit saves his life, but there's an ulti from Juggernaut hitting everybody. It lasts forever. Oh my god. And triple kill on Juggernaut. They could potentially go in for more of a kill. Like I was saying before, swap is so useful in Vincent Spirit. Why not just use it? Swap so useful in Vision Spirit, but if she goes down, and after she swaps, she has a potential to go down. So her building a carry style is not really all that useful. Alchemist did get an abandon. Whoa. Okay, so Alchemist doesn't want to play anymore. He was actually doing pretty decent. I'm not sure why we got an abandon on Alchemist. He was just standing still, chilling or something. I don't know. But anyway, these guys are just gonna go ahead and push. The middle tower is gone. The middle racks are gone. This will probably be going down. Juggernaut just has to throw out the healing ward. And these guys will be able to do everything. Meanwhile, Mirana finally using her orchids. Very well played on you. And Juggernaut is gonna go ahead and take this. And he's gonna go ahead and fight the Bloodseeker. Go toe to toe, doing a lot of damage. One more crit and he'll be able to get one more crit and he'll be able to get the kill. Nah, no crit for you. And there's a naked ancient in the middle of the base, or in the middle of the field. And there's a healing ward coming from Juggernaut, so Juggernaut's trying to heal up, trying to keep his crew very strong. Let them push a little bit. Arrow thrown by Mirana. It does not hit the Vincent Spirit, but it almost did. Vincent Spirit can potentially go for the kill on top of somebody. If she throws that stun, throw out the stun. There we go. Stun throw on top of Kunkka. She gets the kill. I would prefer to see that on Juggernaut, but it doesn't really matter at this point in time because this game is definitely. I honestly don't see any hope for the rating to come back from any of this, despite the Alchemist DC. Coddle's been playing extremely well. Coddle's been really good at positioning. He's been doing his job. He's been pushing. He's been using a sheep stick whenever he needed to. Very good opportunities whenever he used those. Meanwhile, Vincent Spirit on the other hand, Vincent Spirit, she's been caught out of position a lot. And she also decided to build a carry style. Maybe she was just having fun. Maybe she was just hanging out with her friends. But I don't know. Regardless of the situation, regardless of how you look at it, Vincent Spirit is not a better carry than Juggernaut. Vincent Spirit is not a better carry than anybody else. Slaughter, stop moving. Stop moving. Why are you still moving? Slaughter, why are you moving? Oh my God, Slaughter, if you die, I swear. Okay, Slaughter finally stops. And there's an ulti from Face the Void catching the Juggernaut. He's gonna try to go in for the kill, but I think Juggernaut will be able to survive. Juggernaut's ulti is okay, that's on cooldown. And there we go, he survives. Ancient's under attack, and Bloodseeker's gonna go for the kill on top of Slaughter. Slaughter throws out the stun. Slaughter throws out a little bit of damage. He gets bashed to death. There's an ulti from Mirana. Oh my God, so much damage being done to the Face of Void. Both thrown by Kunkka. Slaughter still alive. Slaughter just surviving. These guys really want to kill the Slaughter, but Slaughter really wants to kill their Ancient. He throws out the stun again. He's gonna try to perma bash again. A lot of damage being done the way of somebody else. And there, okay, Slaughter finally goes down. Slaughter staying alive like a boss. The crits from Juggernaut hitting so hard. Oh my God, it's so ridiculous. And that's the end of the game. So believe it or not, this game was sent to me by. Wait, who was sent to me by? This game was sent to me by the Mirana. Big shout out to you, Mirana, for sending me this game. Big shout out to you, Matto, for sending me this game. This game was pretty weird. A few things I really want to comment on. I'm not gonna make it as long as I usually do. I'm trying to keep it as short as possible. So as far as Kunkka goes, okay, Kunkka, you built a Vanguard, you built your battle, or you built your region. You're good. I'm not much to complain about you. As far as Bloodseeker goes, Bloodseeker, you didn't really build any big items outside of the Sanji and Yasha. It took you a while to build that to begin with. You need a lot of farm. Your team needed you to be the carry in your team needed you to be that mid-game carry so that Faceless Void could continue to get his farm. Faceless Void couldn't get all the farm that he wanted, and you really weren't helping out carry just yet. So definitely try to spend more time farming. You have 115 line hits. That's cool. That's probably more towards the end that you got most of those. And your gold per minute is actually 265. This is not bad. Well, relatively speaking, relative to your team, you had the most gold per minute. Cool. But none of that. Hold on. But that doesn't deny the fact that you needed more farm, that you needed to be that mid-game carry, so Faceless Void can spend more time farming as opposed to worrying about team fights. Move on to Mirana. Mirana, actually please use your, if you're going to build an Orchid, just use it. Use your Orchids. Your Orchid is a very useful item for you. And also, if you're going to build a Sanjin Yasha, which looks like you're building, for one, I really don't agree with you building Sanjin Yasha. As far as Mirana goes, Mirana can get away relatively easily. She can leap. She can also use her invisibility, so she can get away with that. So you don't really need a Sanj to keep you alive. And also, Sanjin Yasha on you is not better than a Manta Style. Manta Style is really good on Mirana because basically it does two things. One, it gives Mirana a lot of damage. It makes Mirana more of a threat to the enemy team. So basically, if she lands her arrow on you and she activates her Manta Style, she can do a lot of damage to you pretty fast. That means the enemy team has to worry about you as well. The other point I was going to make on that, Manta Style also helps you dodge a few things. I'm pretty sure you might know about this, you might not. But Manta Style gets rid of all negative debuffs on you whenever you pop it. So if, say Kala threw Mana Leak on top of you, you can just activate Manta Style, you can dodge it. I don't know if it works with Juggernaut ulti, but it might. Say Juggernaut throws his ulti on top of you, you can just pop your Manta Style and I think you'll dodge it, I'm not sure. Say Slaughter throws his Cloud on top of you, you can just pop your Manta Style. I think your Manta Style will diffuse the Slaughter Cloud as well. And as far as your Orchids go, like I said, just use it. Please use it. If you're going to buy it, use it. If you're going to spend so much time trying to get it, actually use it. There were a few times where you could have used it to save your teammates. One, if Alchemist is trying to run to you guys, even though you can't see the timer on his stun, you can still hear his stun when it's about to come out. So basically, silence Alchemist whenever you hear that sound, and then he'll pretty much stun himself, and then you can follow up with the stun afterwards, and then you can get a free kill. So use your, basically, long story short, use your Orchids. And also use your ulti more aggressively. Use it to initiate fights. That will definitely help out as far as the game goes. I think it was one time where you actually did use it and things went perfectly for you guys. I mean, I think you guys lost one and they lost two, so that definitely worked out well. So use your ulti as like a way to get your team in position so your team can go and kill stuff. Faceless Void, you just needed more farm, really. That's really it. I saw you trying to kill the Ancients, trying to get your Battle Fury, but you got caught out. Really, to be honest, Faceless Void, maybe if you was just stayed in the jungle, just AFK farm for a while and just called it a day, or sorry, AFK farm for a while, let your team do 4-man versus 5-man Dota, and I think your team would have been fine. As far as the way between Venomancer, Mirana, and Kunkka, they had a lot of ways to keep the enemy team from engaging them so easily. Kunkka with his bow, Venomancer with his Gale, and Mirana with her arrows and her ulti to basically keep them guessing and potentially catch them off guard and go for quick ganks. So AFK farm is actually a pretty good thing to do, even though a lot of people complain about it. It's like, yo, bro, you're not even helping out with team fights. You don't always have to come out of farming mode to go for a kill. And actually, there was an argument before, or not argument, there was a talk about this before, where basically someone was saying, someone asked a question, as a carry, as a carry for this, in this instance, Faceless Void, when do you leave lane to go fight with your team? And the answer they finally got to was basically they said, you never want to leave your lane, or you never want to leave your farming mode, your farming mentality. So if you're farming jungle, farm the jungle, or if you're farming lane, farm the lane. You never want to leave that lane or jungle unless there's a team fight breaking out and you know you can TP in and get a kill. Because basically, if you leave that lane and you're not farming right now, you're not any use to your team. Because one, you need more items, so you need more gold, and two, you're not actually getting those items or gold because you're out of lane. So if you leave that lane and you don't go get a kill, then that's pretty much a waste of your time, specifically your time. Now, if you leave that lane and you die, that's even worse because one, you're dead, you're not collecting any experience, you're not collecting any gold, and two, that's going to set you back on gold, so it's going to set you back even further on your items. So like I said, the final assumption or the final conclusion was just basically when to leave your lane as a carry. Farm for as long as you possibly can, and then when the late game comes around, where you have all the items that you want, like those big items like a butterfly, Mask of Madness, Battle Fury, I can't think of any other ones. Treads, that's not a big item. Basher, A-Blade, I don't know. big items like that, then come with your team and just kill everybody and call it a day. But definitely spend a little bit more time farming. That's the basic point I'm trying to get at. I think you were a little bit too involved with the team fights, and it didn't really pay off. Like, somebody might have got a kill, but it wasn't you, so it wasn't really worthwhile. As far as Venomancer goes, Venomancer, you built 2 Ring of Healths and you didn't build anything else. It was a very long period of time where all you had was treads. A Ring of Protection, and 2 Ring of Healths. And you probably had like a stockpile of gold in your bank account. Spend your gold so you can be more useful to your team. You were relatively useful because of your Gale and because of your ulti. That just shows why Venomancer is such a good support, because he doesn't really need items to be useful. But even still, spend your gold, do something. Buy wards, buy a mechanism, buy a piece of your Shadow Blade. Shadow Blade you can buy in pieces. You don't have to buy it all at once. And also Mask of Madness. Okay, Mask of Madness is a weird item. I don't agree with that. It's kind of the same mentality as Vengeful Spirit, but not so severe. Mask of Madness basically makes you take extra damage, and you don't really do all that much damage. I think you were doing like 125 or something like that, if I remember correctly. Maybe that was Coddle. I don't know. But anyway, playing a carry style Venomancer usually implies that you are going to build a Manta style. It usually implies that you're going to build, well, pretty much things that a Mirana would build, or that a Mirana should build, which is the Manta style, maybe a Lincoln Sphere, maybe a Sanjin Yasha if you really feel like it. I wouldn't agree with that either. Butterfly definitely, but Butterfly later, not early. Anyway, moving on to the other team, Juggernaut. You were playing well. You were catching everybody off guard. You were doing things good. The only thing I had to complain about you is this healing styles. You spent the fortune on healing styles. It did not really matter in the long run because you guys still didn't win. You were getting a lot of kills, so you were just there in the right place at the right time, catching all the kills at the right time. Very good patience, by the way, on that gank on top where you had the invis room. I honestly thought you were just going to run in, just ulti, and then miss the kill and then be sad. But you did have good patience. You waited for Slaughter to come. You waited for the Kunkka to start running away, and then you used the ulti so you get all the damage on top of him. But yeah, as far as your healing goes, because you know that you're going to be building a Battle Fury anyway, just go ahead and build that Ring of Health, and then don't buy any more HP regen. You don't need to spend a fortune on healing styles. You had 3 healing styles and 3 healing styles and 3 clarities. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that you built 4 of each. So that's 400 gold plus 200 gold. That's 600 gold that could have went towards a Ring of Health. That's 600 gold that you're not going to get back. That's 600 gold that you're going to use once, and if somebody hits you, you're going to lose all that regen. So please invest in your regen early, because regen early game is definitely the most important thing. Late game, as far as late game goes, you have the Battle Fury, so you have all the regen you could ever want. You might be building a Helmet of Dominator if you really wanted to for more regen, and you also have your damage on it, so you'd be hitting like a truck anyway. So that's really all I have to say about that. Coddle, almost actually absolutely nothing to say about you. You obviously knew what you were doing. I don't play Coddle, so I can't really critique much. I actually don't play who do I not play? I don't play Vengeful Spirit as well, but that's besides the point. I've seen enough Vengeful Spirits to be knowledgeable, but I don't play Coddle. But you played perfectly well. You didn't die at all. I didn't realize that. You didn't die at all. You got your farm. You got your items. You pushed the lanes when you needed to push. You gave people mana when you needed to give them mana. You were the utility for your team. You did perfectly fine. Like I said, I have nothing to say about you. Moving on to Slaughter. Oh yeah, big praises to you. As far as Slaughter goes, don't max your bash. You're maxing your bash so early. It's so bad. Mainly because your sprint is so much more useful. Your sprint costs 50 mana, which is not a lot. And also, at max level, your sprint gives you 40% movement speed, which is probably equivalent to boots. I don't know. Let's see. What's 40%? Okay, let's say your movement speed is 300. That's the easy number around. 40% of 300 is 40%. That's 40, 40, 40. That's 120, so it's 120 plus 300. Is that what it is? 300 plus 120 is 420. So that's 420 movement speed for free. You pretty much don't need boots if you just get your sprint. Of course, boots are still good on Slaughter, but because they increase your movement speed more. But anyway, the point I'm trying to get at is that maxing your bash is not a good idea because two reasons. One, you don't attack fast enough to take advantage of it. It's only 25%. It's only 5% per level. Your first level is 10%. 10% is great. That's one skill point for 10%. That's more than you would get at any other level. But as you scale it up, it doesn't really scale all that well. It gives you 5%, 5%, 5%, up to 25%. And you don't attack fast enough to take advantage of it anyway. So there's a high chance that you won't be hitting a bash in it's a high chance you won't be hitting a bash because it'll take you about 5 seconds before you have a guaranteed bash to hit on anybody. And 5 seconds is a lot of time, especially when somebody... If somebody knows that you're being aggressive, they're going to start running around the first second they see you running towards them. So you're going to have probably 1 second to get a bash, and that's like what is that? That's a 20% chance that you'll hit a bash, which is not good. And even if you do hit a bash, I think bash only lasts for like 1 second or something like that, something bad. So definitely don't invest in that so early. Definitely max your Slither and Crush. Slither and Crush is a reliable stun. It's also it increases in duration as you wait. Does it increase in duration? Okay, I need to check that up. I think it increases in duration as you level it up. So it's a reliable stun, increase in duration, and you'll always have it when you need it. No, okay, I just said the same thing twice. That's how important it is. That's how important it is. As far as your sprint goes, your sprint, yes, it does make you take an increased 15% damage, but that's why you have to max it. Because 40% movement speed with the trade-off of 50% extra damage, that's really worthwhile. I mean, yeah, cool, I'll be taking 50% extra damage, but I'm moving at 40% movement speed. That's a lot. I mean, that's really good. So just go ahead and get that. Go ahead and max out Slither and Crest. Go ahead and max that sprint, and then put some points in your ulti. Maybe put 1 point in bash, but don't max your bash first, especially if you guys are not going to be as aggressive as you probably want to be, or as you probably want it to be. So that's pretty much all I really have to say about that. You did build a Hyperstone, so you were taking advantage of your bash, and that's a perfect example right there. Once you get your attack speed up, then put points into your bash. Put more investment into your bash. Otherwise, ignore your bash. Your bash is a waste of a skill so early. Same thing for Faceless Void. Faceless Void, I do not agree with seeing. Every time I see a Faceless Void get like max time lock, and then they die a lot, and they're always complaining why am I losing so bad? I got max time lock. That's because it's a 25% chance. I mean, it's the same concept with Slaughter. You don't attack fast enough to take advantage of it. Don't even look at it. Whenever I play Faceless Void, and I think I played him a few times. I played him in the test server, so I didn't actually play him here. So I was obviously playing down my levels. No offense to the people I played against, but anyway. I definitely maxed my backtrack first, and I maxed my backtrack, I maxed my time walk. The more points you put in time walk, the further you move, and also it costs the same mana at all levels, and the more you max your backtrack, the higher chance it has to proc, so 25% chance as opposed to just a 10% chance or something like that. So it's really good for staying in lane. It makes you survivable. It means that they can't, that 25%, out of every 4 attacks, you'll dodge 1 of them, and let's say every 4 attack does 10 damage. So instead of taking 400 damage, you're only going to be taking 300 damage, which is a significant drop in damage, especially if you got some good regen on you. So anyway, enough talking about Faceless Void. Moving on to Alchemist. Alchemist, as far as you go, I don't really remember anything too terrible. No. I mean, you stunned yourself a lot, but that happens when you play Alchemist. So not really much to complain about you, Alchemist. I really wasn't focused on you so much. Mainly because I kept talking about Vengeful Spirit a lot. So, yeah, cool. I'll give you a free pass. No critiques to you from me, really. Now, on to the big main event, Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit, please do not build carry style. Of course, I have a personal prejudice against seeing a carry Vengeful Spirit, because I think Vengeful Spirit is one of the most OP supports in the entire world. Okay, maybe not the entire world, but she's an OP support. Her swap is extremely good, and her stun is extremely good. Her magic missiles, we call it. Those are really good. And carries love you because you have that aura on you, that vengeance aura, which gives everybody, I think, an extra 28% damage. And 28% is a lot for everybody else. It's not a lot for you. As far as you building carry style, you're much more useful to your team if you are playing a supporter role. You're much more useful if you throw out a stun and then throw out a swap, and then let the carries deal with the person and do all the damage. You're much more useful if somebody's running away and you swap your allies so they can get away, and then you die for your team. You're much more useful in that aspect. But if you're playing a carry style, then that means you want to survive. You want to stay alive long enough to do damage. And because you want to stay alive long enough to do damage, you're not going to take those risks. You're not going to swap. You're not going to sacrifice yourself to save your carry, because you say to yourself, hey, I want to stay alive. I don't want to die. I just want to do as much damage as possible. So I'm not going to save you. I'm just going to let you die, and I'm going to run away. So don't play as a carry on Vengeful Spirit, because that basically means that if you die, it's a bigger deal if you die as opposed to if you're playing support. Because if you're playing support style and you die, it doesn't really matter. Your support, okay, big whoop. I just lost 100 gold. Only had 50 to begin with, so whatever. I have my items already. And also your all that, just take all that, wrap it up in a nice one little package, and that's basically my main point. Now, as far as a side point goes, if you are going to be building a carry Vengeful Spirit, don't go straight for a butterfly. I've seen it so many times. I don't understand why a carry Vengeful Spirit, like I seen one where a carry Vengeful Spirit went for Mask of Madness, and then she went straight for a butterfly. So I mean, it's like even double worse. I mean, you didn't do the Mask of Madness. Thank you. You didn't do the Mask of Madness. I approve of that. Don't go for the Mask of Madness on Vengeful Spirit, because you don't have a lot of HP to begin with. But anyway. Going back to the basis of my side point, if you are going to be playing a carry Vengeful Spirit, there are better ways to build for a carry Vengeful Spirit than going straight for a butterfly. Because if you go straight for a butterfly, you're getting, what is it, 30% or 30 damage, 30. Okay, actually, I have to look it up. Yeah, you're getting 30 damage, you're getting 30 agility, and you're getting 30 attack speed. So that's 60 damage plus 30 attack speed. Oh, guys, really 35% evasion? I thought it was 25. What? I didn't know that. See, I learned something new today, guys. But anyway, so that's all you're getting. You're not getting anything to survive. You're not getting any regen. You're not getting any strength stats. You're not getting any intelligence, which you probably would want as well. You're not getting anything else. You're not getting anything to help you survive. You're just getting stuff to help you do damage. So if you're ever playing a carry, carries typically have a problem staying alive because they usually get focused a lot. So if you're going to be playing a carry, you generally want to build some intermediate items like maybe a BKB, maybe a Mask of Mad, or a Helmet of Dominator, maybe some treads. Well, you got treads, okay. Maybe a I'm trying to look at the other carries, see what they built. Oh, maybe a Mantis Style. Mantis Style is a much better choice because it gives you that. It forces you to build that ultimate orb, which gives you that 10 strength and 10 agility, 10 intelligence, and also it gives you a lot of damage. It gives you that movement speed. It gives you all the things that you would want to be a carry. And then you can also, after you build your Mantis Style as your main item, you can build something else for a carry style. You can build a Rod of Atos if you really want to. Why not? You can build a Dagon for all I care. Just don't build straight for a Butterfly because Butterfly gives you Butterfly gives you a lot of damage, but it gives you nothing to help you stay alive. And that's pretty much the biggest point I had to make on that, as far as my side point goes. And also, I'll branch off to this as well. If you're ever playing anybody, don't go straight for that. Don't go straight for that big gun. Don't go straight for that stat mantle of intelligence, I think it was called. Don't go straight for that. Don't go straight for that Reaver, and don't go straight for that Eagle Song. The basis behind this is, well, okay, this is not my theory itself. This is stuff that I heard from other people. A lot of things that I say I heard from other people talking about. I put it all together and keep it on my memory. But I tell you guys every single time because I think it's super useful. I think it makes a lot of sense. So do not build straight for those big items, basically because it's only give you 25% of one thing. Like even if you build straight for a Reaver, it's not even all that good of an idea because a Reaver gives you 25% HP. Or sorry, 25 strength, and each point of strength gives you like 0.06 or 0.06 or 0.016 HP regen or something like that. Something weird. It gives you that much. Hold on, I can look it up. I got it over here. Once again, I'm looking up things again. Woohoo! Let's see. It will be over. Nope. Oh, there it is. Strength heroes. So see, each point in strength gives you 19 HP and 0.03 regen. So, let me go ahead and do these numbers again. I have nowhere to write this. Why do I have no paper? Okay, there we go. Alright, so if you write these numbers out, that's giving you 25. So 25 times 19. Yep, I'm actually doing math, guys. 45, 18. What? Oh, 22. Okay, calculator it is, because I don't feel like doing that math. I was trying to write it out and be all smart, but I can't do mental math on numbers that are bigger than like 12. Shame, right? Actually, I can, but I don't feel like it. So 25 times 19 gives you 475 health. Okay, cool. It gives you 475 health, and 25 times 0.03 gives you 0.7. Oh my god, that's horrible. It gives you 0.75 regen. That's terrible. 0.75 regen? Are you kidding me? Okay, so that gives you that. So you get 0.75 regen, right? And just to let you guys know how bad that regen number is, I'm not necessarily the strength, because the reason why the strength is not really a big deal is because if you get caught out, people are going to be doing damage to you consistently. So 475 strength, or sorry, 475 HP is not really all that much, especially if you don't have any magic resistance, you don't have any armor. That's not a lot. I mean, that's gonna go in like 3 auto attacks. So 0.75 HP regen. To let you guys know how bad that is, a ring of regen gives you +2 HP regen. It only costs 350 gold. Now, looking specifically, or looking just at the regen aspect of that, that's 350 gold. So 350 gold, 2 HP. Alright. That's right, guys. We're in math class now. So let's see how much gold that is per region. So we're going to take the 2 and divide it by 350. Okay, let's not do that. We're going to take the 350 and divide it by 2. 350 divided by 2. So you're basically paying 175 gold per region that you get. So 175 gold GPR, gold per region. That's how much gold you get for that. Now let's take a look at the Reaver. The Reaver costs what, 3,200, I think, and you get 0.75. So let's see, I'm pretty sure you guys see where this is going. 3,200 divided by 0.75. So you are paying. Oh my god. Okay, you're not actually paying this, but as far as the value goes, the value for gold per region is 4,266.7 gold per region. I'm pretty sure nobody has 4,266 gold to spend on some decent region. What that basically means is, in order for you to get the same amount, in order for you to get 2 whole regeneration from a Reaver, you'll have to buy, or you have to spend how much? You have to spend 8,533.3 gold. Okay, you have to spend 8,533 gold, and let's divide that by the cost of a Reaver so we can figure out how many Reavers that is. Because a Reaver costs 3,200, I think I said. So that's 2.6, or sorry, 2.7 Reavers. So you have to buy 3 Reavers to get the same amount of region. So that's quite ridiculous to buy. So don't go for those straight for those big items. There are more efficient ways where you get those things. The reason why you go for those big items is so you can build the items that they build into. So you can build the heart, because the heart is really good as far as region goes between fights. So you can build the butterfly, because the butterfly is really good as far it gives you invasion, it gives you damage, it gives you attack speed. When you have the other stats that are coming from other items to back it up, not going straight for it. When you have the sheep stick to, sorry, okay, I'm heading along the same line. When you buy the sheep stick, so you can get that disabled, so you can get that mana regeneration, so you can get that intelligence when you have the other stats to back it up. Just don't go straight for that, because it's not worthwhile. But anyway, so I will pretty much leave it at that. I just proved my point. Why you should not rush for those big items. I just proved it in math. You guys can do the numbers if you want. Whenever I do start the Technically Dota series, which will be pretty soon, as soon as I hit random podcast number 30, I think I'm started then I'll go in more depth onto these numbers, but it will pretty much be like that. Or that type of format, just me going through the numbers and explaining why you should and why you shouldn't, what's more efficient, what's not. But anyway, and also mechanics. Mechanics are fun too. So that's my main gripe behind Visual Spirit. Don't build character style. You're much more useful when you're throwing all your carries to the wind, and you don't really care if you die, just as long as your carries get the kill, just as long as your carries stay alive. So you're much more useful for your team in that aspect. So I'll leave it at that. I know I said I wouldn't go too long, but I ended up spending a lot more time talking about Visual Spirit because I decided to do math. See, guys, math makes things complicate. But oh my god, 121 minutes. What? Anyways, my name is Cool Blue. But you guys view replay cast number 11. This was, like I said, sent in by Matto, who was on the losing side. Whoa, I know, big shock, right? Was sent in by Matto. So big shout out to Matto. Thank you for sending this match. Thank you for sending me some diversity to the view replay cast. And also, I hope you found all these hints or tips useful. If you're still listening, thank you guys for listening all the way through. I try what I can. It's very difficult for me to say that I'm not gonna spend an hour talking about mechanics and stuff. But if I keep seeing the same thing over and over, I will definitely mention it. But anyway, all that aside, I'll see you guys whenever.